I know it's glary, I know it's overexposed, and isn't it just fabulous? You know, there's actually something about photography and videos that I just adore. And I can't really put my finger on it, but I guess it's more the creative side of finding things that are a little bit different. Ooh, I've run out of... Finding things that are just a little bit different, and to play with not knowing how it's all going to turn out. Like right now, we've got some water, so I have to walk around. And then here we are. I'm now completely looking into the sunlight, and it is super bright. But look at this water. The tranquility here is just ridiculous. Like, reflections everywhere. Yeah, it's so still. So what I wanted to, I find my way out. What I wanted to talk to you about is, let me see, I think I can go here. So this series of videos have been based on, let me see if I can get across. Yeah. The series of videos have been based on you finding something that works for you, your path, your way. And let me help you with that. If you're actually wanting something that's super easy, effortless, user-friendly, and it can be used in the life that you're already living, right? So you don't actually have to change to apply this meditation. This could work for you, what I'm doing. And why I believe this is perhaps the greatest teaching on the planet. Yes, high praise. But I wouldn't be doing something if it didn't work. I wouldn't be doing something if it was super hard and challenging. And I wouldn't put my name against it if it was just a bunch of lies. And I know everyone's busy. And I know everyone's got their life that they've already carved out. Fabulous. You know, friends, family, work, commitments, responsibilities, all that stuff. You are not alone. Talk to the whole world. Everyone's busy. But you have the ability to change how you're living that. Imagine if all of those things that you already do could be done with absolute joy, complete clarity, magic, things that just turn up and support you. Imagine if it was super easy and effortless to live, to communicate, to know your truth. You know, a lot of people are riddled with fear, judgments, and they get really stuck in it. They get really stuck in thinking that what they have to accomplish is really hard. They get stuck in that the people around them aren't good or conducive to how they want to be. So the tendency is to make excuses and to blame everyone around you, and perhaps even yourself. I'm not good enough. I've got too much doubt. It's not working for me. And for meditation anyway, I've got no time. I don't want to meditate, it doesn't work. Lots of stuff, lots of reasons. And I'd like to say I get it because I hear it all the time, but I'd also like to say I don't get it, because if you want change, then change. Now that sounds either too easy or a little bit tough. It's easy, you know, if you want change, change. Yeah, it sounds easy. It sounds a bit tough because it's like, well, hang on. You don't know my life. I can't change because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that's where you've got to look at you. For how long are the excuses going to win? For how long are those things more important than your peace? For how much longer are you going to put yourself last and all these other things first? oh, but you don't understand, I've got these commitments. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying change your commitments. I'm saying be willing to change you. And for a lot of people, that's the scariest thing, and that's why they want it, but they won't do it. And because of the circle I run in, teaching meditation for a long time, it fascinates me. The excuses. My dog needs me. I can't possibly get away for one weekend to learn. It's too expensive. I have no money. Keep making those excuses. Let's keep going. Let's just keep making excuses and putting everything before your happiness. Because that's what you're doing, right? You don't want that. You don't want to be seen as an excuse maker. You don't want to be seen as, putting everything first before your happiness. But that is what you're doing. If you're not doing that, well then I'm sorry if this video's not for you. But if you are doing that, just take a moment. Just take a moment to own that. Because there's a readjustment stage that has to happen, which is really beautiful. And the readjustment is when you wake up to the reality that your peace is more important, or just as important, and that you can take time out to learn how to meditate. I would say you should, but let's just get to I can. And that X amount of dollars that's needed to learn or go to a retreat or to, blah. Stop telling yourself, oh, it should be free. If there's a price on it, and just do it because you want it. You know it's for you. And let me tell you how important you are. You are the most important person in your life. You are. And yet we give up that to actually put everyone else first. Now I'm talking to the fathers, the mothers, the workers, the bosses. Well, how long is everyone else going to be more important than you? And what you're being by making them all more important, you're becoming exhausted, irritable, sad, angry. And then that's how you love them, through your anger, through your sadness, through your irritability, through your excuses of not putting you first. Now, if you did put yourself first and you learnt simple techniques that you can use that made you happier, that made you more loving, that made you more connected, that's what you give your family. That's what you give your workers. See, that makes sense to me. I'm going to show you a flower. This is fascinating. Can you see it? This flower. That's just beautiful.